If a chatbot gives you a bad answer, that's annoying. But if a poorly prompted AI agent runs loose, it sends the wrong emails, books the wrong meetings, edits the wrong files, and the damage compounds at every step. That's the difference between chatbot prompting and agentic prompting, and why getting this right is more like safety engineering than just better writing. In the next 5 minutes, you're going to have a reusable framework for prompting AI agents that actually behave the way you intend. Let's start with what agentic prompting actually is. Think of it less like writing a search query and more like writing a standard operating procedure for a new employee. A good SOP doesn't just tell someone what to do, it tells them which tools to use, what the final output should look like, what to do when the system is down, and who to escalate to when something's unclear. Agent prompts need that same level of operational rigor. The goal isn't a clever prompt, it's predictable, verifiable, controllable behavior. That comes from 4 things: a defined role, explicit constraints, a measurable definition of done, and clear failure handling logic. Now let's build that framework, starting with 4 core principles. Principle 1 is state your objective and your definition of done. Every agent prompt needs a specific success checklist, not research competitors, but produce a CSV with 10 competitor pricing pages, including company name, URL, pricing tiers, and lowest listed price. Specificity produces actionable results. Vague objectives produce vague outputs. Principle 2 is context and constraints, the guardrails. This means explicitly defining allowed tools, disallowed actions, time limits, and safety boundaries. What your agent cannot do is just as important as what it should do. Here's the counterintuitive part. More capable AI models actually need more constraints, not fewer. A powerful agent can travel much further down a task sequence before an error surfaces, which means unconstrained, capable agents don't make fewer mistakes, they make higher impact ones. Principle 3 is make the plan explicit. Ask for a brief, numbered plan before any action is taken, or provide the required sequence yourself. An agent that plans before acting is far less likely to skip steps or loop indefinitely. And that plan becomes an audit trail where you can catch logical errors before they trigger real-world consequences. Principle 4 is failure handling. Tell the agent exactly what to do when information is missing, permissions fail, or results are ambiguous. The recommended pattern: ask up to 3 clarifying questions if blocked, or proceed with a best effort response that clearly states its assumptions. Without this, agents either stall silently or, worse, proceed confidently with wrong information. Now let's translate those principles into practical patterns. The first is the baseline prompt template, and you'll see it on screen now. It has 7 sections: role, objective, context, constraints, tools, output format, and failure mode. Every reliable agent prompt starts here. Industry data consistently shows that most agent failures trace back to 2 things: missing constraints and undefined output formats. This template eliminates both. Use it as your default starting point for every agent you build. The second pattern is tool use guardrails. One of the most dangerous agent failure modes is what you might call the silent hallucination, an agent that reports it sent the email or booked the meeting when it did neither. This happens when prompts don't explicitly require tool invocation for real-world actions. Your tool use section should do 3 things. Require the agent to invoke the actual tool rather than simulate the action in text. Forbid the agent from claiming a task is complete without a tool confirmation, and require the agent to surface tool errors rather than proceed as if they didn't happen. This is what separates a plausible-sounding assistant from an auditable, trustworthy system, and auditability is non-negotiable in any production agentic workflow. The third pattern is the multi-step workflow structure, and it follows 4 phases you'll see on screen: plan, execute, verify, and summary. In the plan phase, the agent lists every step before taking any action. In execute, it performs each step using allowed tools. In verify, it confirms results or explicitly states what couldn't be verified. And in summary, it delivers the final output plus any follow-up actions needed. This structure forces the agent's reasoning to be visible and checkable at every stage, not just at the end. Let's put all 3 patterns into context with 3 quick before and after upgrades. Example 1. Find me prospects and email them. That leaves everything undefined. A well-structured version specifies the target audience, requires a CSV output with exact fields, prohibits sending any email without user confirmation, and asks for clarification if a time frame is missing. Example 2. Summarize this report. Produces whatever the agent decides is relevant. A well-structured version requires a 5-bullet executive summary, a risks section, open questions, and next actions with named owners. Example 3. Schedule a meeting with the team. Will fail silently when attendee emails are missing. A well-structured version instructs the agent to ask before proceeding if any information is absent, and to propose 3 alternatives if scheduling conflicts arise. Here's your quality gate before deploying any agent. Every production-ready agentic prompt should include a clear objective with definition of done, stated context and assumptions, constraints and safety rules, allowed tools with explicit usage rules, a step-by-step plan requirement, a structured output format, failure handling and an escalation path, and a verification step before final delivery. 8 items. Every one of them earns its place. Here's how to put this into action. Start with the baseline template: role, objective, constraints, tools, output format, failure mode. Get one agent working reliably. Then layer in the multi-step workflow pattern and tool use guardrails as that agent's autonomy increases. The rule of thumb is simple. The more autonomous the agent, the more explicit the prompt needs to be. This is what separates a proof of concept demo from a production-grade system your team can actually trust, audit, and scale. If this framework helped you, like this video and subscribe. We're publishing more practical guides on building reliable AI systems. And share this with your team, because in agentic AI, the quality of your prompts determines the quality of everything your agents do.